am Dan, back with another edition of Old School Gamers World. For this week's episode, we're talking about classic video game moments. Picture: original PlayStation, Final Fantasy VII, Chocobo racing. A true classic moment. Final Fantasy VII is one of the first games I can remember for playing well over 100 hours. I beat anything and everything within that game. It was a classic, a standout, revolutionary for its time, and it still holds up to this day. But the defining moment for me was the Chocobo racing. Fantasy bird, fantasy game. You get to breed them, you get to own them, you get to ride them, you get to win. Chocobos are freaking cool, okay? They're like this amazing bright yellow mix of a kangaroo and an actual cute looking ostrich. Some can fly, some can walk on water. Some can swim, some can climb huge mountains, but they can all race. And in Final Fantasy VII, you got to do all of the above. The classic ones are yellow, but then there are blue, and green, and black, and gold, and white, and pink. And it's up to you to find them, and breed them, and race the hell out of them. I love those little birds. The Chocobo racing in Final Fantasy VII was an actual game within a game. It's one of the first I can remember that was actually worth playing. I mean, the world of Final Fantasy VII was enormous. 3, 4, 5 continents, and you may happen to stumble upon a chocobo. So this is how it works. You capture a yellow chocobo within the world. You bring it to your farm, and you house it. You have to collect greens to feed your chocobos. Then you can breed them. Breed a smarter chocobo and a faster chocobo, you get a super smart, fast chocobo. It's just simple evolution, you combine traits. It was endless, right? So you breed your chocobos and get newer and better chocobos. You keep feeding them those greens, then you go and you race them. You only had to really do it once within the game. If you put in the time, well, worth it. You got the super cool rewards. Every time you win a race, you get a prize. But the best part is, when you get the better chocobos, there are areas within the world that you may find that are unreachable unless you have that chocobo. Not all chocobos are created equal, just like people. And the defining moment of chocobo racing in Final Fantasy VII was breeding the gold chocobo. I thought the black ones were super cool and awesome, right? But the gold is hands down the best chocobo. It is so hard to get, so hard to breed. It takes hours and hours and hours to finally get your gold chocobo. But then there's the actual payoff. I mean, that thing is the fastest chocobo, hands down in the game. It can go over any terrain, whereas other ones are always limited by something. So you can take that thing and over the entire world, anywhere the hell you damn want. And that's how you unlock the best secrets in the game. You get the best materia, you get the best summons. You can go places with that chocobo that you've never been able to reach. You just thought that they were just there and, oh, haha, look at that. You can't go there. But that's not true. You get the gold chocobo, you can go there. Golden chocobo. So this minigame was huge. Final Fantasy VII would have been cool without it, but it would have not nearly been as revolutionary. Legendary moment of video games, Chocobo racing in Final Fantasy VII on the original PSX PlayStation. This has been Old School Gamers World. I'm Dan, and you should come back for another classic moment throughout the world of video games.